Hey everybody, and welcome back to episode 3 of Fatal Frame. I'm just going to adjust the volume here a bit. It's a bit loud, but alright, got that taken care of. And what we're going to do real quick is something I forgot about. Under the file, under scraps, we can look at our news clippings, which we saw. New article in Mayfu, star mystery novelist missing. There was a report yesterday that a star novelist, Junsei Takamine, age 42, has been missing since the 8th of this month. Mr. Takamine's assistant, Tomo Hirasaka, and his editor, Koji Ogata, are also missing. Mr. Takamine last made a phone call to his publishers on September 8th regarding his research trip and has not been heard from for 14 days. The publishers first assumed that the research was taking longer than expected, but since there were no calls from Mr. Ogata, they decided to file a missing persons report. And under the notebook, there's some research notes. September 10th, 1:10 p.m. There seems to be a few devices in this mansion that are engraved with old characters. When I asked Mr. Takamine about them, he said they correspond to numbers. I understand the first few. They're old characters for the numbers 0 through 3, but I don't get the rest. They're characters that have the same readings as 4 through 9, but mean something different. I guess each one has a special meaning. I'll figure out the rest later. I know this is important because I remember there are puzzles that you get numbers for, and you have to line up to these notes at a later date. Editor's note. Now there's another rope and another rope. We read that one. Editor Ogata's notes 3. He doesn't feel well. September 11th. I haven't been feeling well since 2 nights ago. Actually, it's more like ever since Tomo took my picture. What in the world does the rope in this photo mean, I wonder? Editors Ogata's notes 2, Himura Mansion, and Takamine's next work. September 10th, 11 a.m. It looks like the earthquake last month and the murders in that village have something to do with Himura Mansion. This stuff is probably all going into Mr. Takamine's next book. He really seems to be into this subject matter. His output rate should be good. September 10th, 4 p.m. The entrance door is broken. When in the world did that happen? It won't open. I'll have to find another way out. Alright, that's kind of spooky. About the note 1 about folklorists that live in the mansion. August 20th. Mr. Takamine needs some background material for his next work. There's a book about Himura Mansion by a certain folklorist, and I'm supposed to look for it. A book about Shinto rituals and legends from every part of the country. Author Ryozo Munakata, title unknown. August 22nd. I can't find the book, but I did some checking on the folklorist. I found out he moved into Himura Mansion to do research on it, but after some certain events, he and his whole family disappeared. I couldn't find the book, but I found a news article from that period about it. It's a small missing person story, but it might be helpful as background material. And as we all saw, Mayfuyu's notebook, his investigation into the Himura Mansion, we already read through. And there's a correlation graph here that kind of tells us where we're going. Junsei Takamine, mystery novelist who visited Himura Mansion and disappeared. Oops. Koji Ogata, an editor who accompanied Takamine's research. He disappeared while exploring the mansion with Takamine and Hirasaki. And seeing if I can get to Tomo Hirasaki, Takamine's assistant. She disappeared while exploring the mansion with Takamine and Ogata. And we also have my family, the Hinasaki family. Meifuyu Hinasaki, Miku's brother, he came to the mansion in search of Takamine. He may have been captured by the female ghost in a white kimono. Miku Hinasaki, that's who I'm playing. She came to Himura Mansion in search of Meifuyu. Miyuko Hinasaki, Miku's mother, she possessed spiritual powers and gave the camera to Miku. Really interesting. I never actually read that in any of my playthroughs before. And as you remember, this door opened, but I'm not quite ready to go over there yet. A scroll with a picture of flowers on it's hanging here. It's faded and sad now. This door opened up for us, and an old kimono hangs here. It's faded and dusty, but the red lining is still vivid. I do not like that screaming. Alright, that's creepy. Looks like an old kimono chest. And as I said at my first episode, if you really want to get the best feeling for this, just turn down the lights, throw in some headphones, crank up that volume a little bit, and just let yourself be taken away by the world of Fatal Frame. There's something on the floor. Ooh, more herbal medicine. That, as I mentioned, it's really good to get that early on because that is EXP, or not EXP, that's health potions, basically. It looks like a small mirror stand, but the mirror is missing and the drawer is locked. The static means I'm close to something. I'm not getting any hits yet. Sometimes you gotta move around for it to pick up. But I think I'm just not at the point yet I can get it. So I'm gonna head over here. The more you let it charge, no. So the more you let that spirit charge, the harder you hit. The camera began to glow with mystical power. The camera's seal. Power-ups. You can acquire mystical power by damaging ghosts. Select camera from the menu screen, a triangle button. To access power-up screen, you can unlock the seal on the camera with the accumulated mystical power and power-up. When you unlock auxiliary function seals, you know many special attacks to use. Enable auxiliary functions by pressing L1 on button while in the shooting stance. The number of auxiliary functions you can use is limited to the number of spirit stones in your inventory. So be frugal. Window is tightly now shut. It can't be opened. There's something underneath the window. The audio tape with the white label seems to be okay. So that is number 2. Item, tape recorder, white tape 2. Use this item. So, these audio recordings kind of give us an idea of what happened to Takamine. Whoops, wrong button. Ah, the glowy right there. Looks like the lion mask near the sunken fireplace. Well, that picture we just saw, that's like a hint for later on. Like, we're going to go back that way, but I was going to be really careful because now that I've fought one ghost, that means there are potentially others that will jump out. And we don't have a lot of film. This is what I meant. Bye. No, no. Ah, darn it. No. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you a rope in a moment. No. No, 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 no. And unfortunately, I did not do a save. Oh, okay. So we're gonna pause here for a moment. And I have to get this fixed. I'll be right back. This video will be split kind of weird, but that's alright. So you guys are going to see a dark screen for a second while I get this fixed. Alright, that is all fixed up. We're kind of shuttered back a bit right where the video started. So before I go into that room, I mentioned I'm pretty much doing this a vanilla playthrough, but I do have a replay mod set, which allows me to, if the game would mess up or, you know, something like a crash happens. Let me fix the volume again. If the game would mess up or something like a crash happens, I can reload it. I will not be using that to be cheesy or cheeky. That this is just, I'm going to go to save points. If I die, I die. So what we're going to do is, before we go back and read what we just did, we're going to go to a save point, and we're going to save. And now we're going to run back the way we came. So, we're about halfway through with the video, for this one at least. And I just want to drop a comment down below what you guys like about the series, what you don't like, or maybe you have a favorite horror game you'd like to talk about or show off. One of the things that my partner Gemma and I are doing is we are doing shout outs to small creators. And this week's shout out's actually a friend of mine who's also a YouTuber, Jake. He does streams, whereas I do, excuse me, I do VODs. All right. That's the herbal medicine. I should have taken that before the game went wonky on me. I missed it. And we saw this part earlier where, I say, I can't take a picture of that yet. I gotta do the ghost battle, but I'm gonna make sure this time I don't forget to heal. Okay. Did a lot better that time. Can't begin the glow with mystical power. Camera seal. Explain again how to do the camera obscura. Alright, and we listened to white tape number 2. But if you guys go to my description below, you will see that Jake's stuff is there. Link to his channel in the description. And I seem to have hit the wrong button. So I gotta fix that again real quick. I somehow activated turbo mode, which I didn't want to do. So I gotta figure out how to unenable that. I'm just gonna pause the game while I figure that out real quick. And it's going to be like between episode things, I'll get that all squared away. I'm not sure what button I hit to enable that. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. But yeah, as I said, if you check the description below, you'll see a link to Jake's channel. He does a lot of variety streams. Really cool guy. I've known him for a couple years. Actually, we met through one of my other passions, which on my other channel you'll be able to see. It's through the TTRPG community. And I will be hyping a few of those games as well when I get a chance to. Oh darn. Whew. That was rough. But yeah, Jake does a variety of stream games. I definitely recommend checking them out. And once I get back to the save point, I'll be wrapping this episode up. We'll be doing another episode. Our launch schedule was going to be Monday through Fridays, but decided to do a little bit more. We're actually going to go Monday through Saturday, where I'm going to take Sundays off recording, off streaming, and all that, just to kind of have some time with my partner. Found a red hand mirror. Oh, sorry, there was something reflecting inside the light. I found a red ornamental hand mirror inside the lion head, which we took a picture of earlier. And that's what we need to, I know we gotta put that back in that spot, but I wanna get to a save point before I wrap this video up. And again, if you check the description down below, you're going to find Jake's videos. I'm going to put a link to his channel, his newest stream. If you like this content, please leave a like, please subscribe, share it on social media, share it with your friends. Let them know that Callan Hale's doing some retro horror. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next episode of Retro Horror Presents Fatal Frame.